1 point ahead of Nelson Piquet third, with Ayrton Senna still in fourth position. James, you were the last British world champion. Nigel Mansell looks like being the next one. What did you think of his performance today?
I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, after the drama at the start, which was a great shame, he really, considering that he was physically debilitated because he was unwell yesterday, and he just flew in the second half of the race, and that really was very much in keeping with what his teams, Lotus and then Williams, always say about him. He always tries, he never gives up, and he so nearly actually scored some points, had to come right from the back of the field and with an unscheduled pit stop. It was a superb recovery after a very unfortunate start.
Well, to win the World Championship in Australia, he needs to do better than he did last year when he was punted off on the first corner. He's 6 points ahead of Prost. Do you think he can do it?
He's still very, very much favourite because, quite apart from the fact that he's in tremendous form, Williams is in tremendous form, he's got an unwitting ally in the fact that in Australia, because Senna was very dominant last year, and if the form is anything like last year's form this year, a more mature Senna could well dominate the race, and if he nicks the 9 points, I would only be advising him to treat the meeting as absolutely as normal, right? Certainly in qualify as hard as possible, which I'm sure he'll be doing, and then the only thing that he would have to do differently at all would just be very careful in the early laps, get a good start, but be very careful to keep out of trouble in the first couple of laps when there's all the pushing and shoving going on, and then after that, just go for it.
And you would be happy to hand over your mantle and crown, would you?
Certainly would. It's about time we had a British world champion to take over. I've had rather a long run at being the sort of last survivor.
That then was the story from Mexico yesterday. Mansell goes to Australia for the last Grand Prix of the year, still leading the championship, and he could certainly win it there. So join us from Adelaide in 2 weeks' time.